Welcome to Footballology. This week I want to give you guys my first round picks 1 through 16. And then next week I'm going to come back around and do 17 to 32. And then also I'm going to do a whole 32 team pick, first round pick, just for the simple fact I want to. Because everybody thinks that my draft is crazy and out there, and it is. Just to be warned, my mock draft is crazy. Tell that I don't have an official NFL team hat on. I got the official GM hat of KBKC Footballology just because I want to. Because this cap right here, every team in NFL wish they had this hat. Plain and simple. Like that's just the way it is. They wish they had this hat just because this hat will give you the ability to make the right decision to win the Super Bowl. There it is. I said it. I won't take it back. I said it. It's on film. I'm going to put it on YouTube. I'm going to put it on Twitter. I'm going to put it on everything. Make sure you're following me so you see it. Anyways, moving on. At number 1, I have the Bucs taking Jameis Winston. Yeah. I looked at every other pick. It didn't make any sense not to take this guy. Not saying that he's worthy of the pick, but I don't think Leonard Williams goes here. Vic Beasley, Melvin Gordon. None of those guys, in my opinion, is really worth this pick. He's not really worth this pick, but I feel like it makes the most sense, honestly. If he stays on a straight and narrow, this is the best pick ever, honestly. Is he going to stay on a straight and narrow? Who knows? Honestly, my hat doesn't even know. And you know my hat doesn't know. Nobody knows. Anyways, but I truly feel like that if he does stay on a straight and narrow, he will give them a chance to win games and take the NFC South by storm. Truly give the Bucs a franchise quarterback that give them a chance to win games. That's plain and simple. That's straight to the point. There it is. Moving on to number 2. At number 2, I got Kevin White to Tennessee. Yes, Kevin White to Tennessee Titans. Nobody likes my mock draft, but I love it. Anyways, Kevin White to Tennessee. If you feel like that Mettenberger is your quarterback of the future, do it. Just take this man right here. Do it. Not saying offensive lineman can't go here. Yeah, offensive line makes sense. There's no linebacker we're taking. Leonard Williams doesn't make sense at all. Just stop it, NFL world. Stop it, football world. Stop it, everybody. Leonard Williams makes no sense at this pick at all. Kevin White makes all the sense in the world. Just because he gives Mettenberger a true number 1 receiver. If Mettenberger isn't a franchise quarterback, even if Mettenberger is not an average quarterback, Kevin White can at least give you that opportunity to say, okay, Mettenberger's not our guy. Let's move on to the next step and go get a quarterback in the next draft or free agency, or so be it. Anyways, moving on to number 3. At number 3, I got Brandon Scherff. Yes, offensive lineman at number 3. That is crazy to the Jacksonville Jaguars. But Blake Bortles is your franchise quarterback. There it is. I said it. That makes sense. If Blake Bortles is your guy, protect him. You took every receiver there was in the draft last year. Now take every offensive lineman in this draft. This guy makes sense for you because you protect Blake Bortles. You went out and got him Julius Thomas. Now you give him somebody that can protect him. That football is the ultimate team sport. If this man does his job well, Blake Bortles does his job well. Julius Thomas can do his job. Allen Robinson, Allen Hurns, Marquise Lees, all those guys can do their job if this man's doing his job. Go get this man in the first round, Jacksonville, so you can stop picking in the top 5 because I'm getting tired of seeing you out here. Anyways, moving on. Landon Collins is number 4 for the Oakland Raiders. That makes all the sense in the world to me because I said this. Anyways, but this is not your grandpa's, your great-grandpa, or great-great-great-grandpa Oakland Raiders squad or regime. This is 2015, 2014 regime. They made intelligent picks last year. I literally fell out of my chair when they picked up Khalil Mack in the first round because that made all the sense in the world. Then they go in the second round and Derek Carr falls right to him in their lap. Does that get any better? No. This team is really intelligent. This regime is really intelligent. And I applaud. I applaud y'all because they'll make all the right picks. Anyways, Landon Collins is the right pick for you guys. You lost your safety to free agency. Go get a young stud from Bama. Prototype safety, NFL safety. He's ready. He knows what your system is before you even know what your system is. I truly feel like that he can go out there and be a starter day one, obviously. But team him up with Khalil Mack, C.O. Moore, DJ Hayden, Justin Tuck. Team him up with that defense, because that defense can be ferocious. And that's not something I like because I'm a Chiefs fan. Anyways, moving on to number 5. I got Trae Waynes. Trae Waynes makes this is my favorite pick, honestly. This is like me opening up a gift on Christmas Day, because this makes so much sense to me. I'm doing my mock draft and I'm like, I don't see nobody else. There's no one else that I feel like should go here. Not even Leonard Williams, people. No. Trae Waynes gives your team, your secondary. I'm not gonna say your team. Your secondary a chance to win games, because the pass rusher is not gonna do that. If a pass rusher can get there, you're talking about getting there in 3 seconds. He has to do that at every play. Is he gonna do that every play? No. Is Trae Waynes gonna shut down a receiver every play? Probably 90%. But I definitely feel like this is a smart pick for Washington. Like I said, it's my favorite pick of the whole entire draft. My whole entire mock draft. I don't care what happens come draft day. As long as he goes to the Washington Redskins, I will be happy. And I'm not even a Washington Redskins fan. I just feel like this is a smart decision for them. Moving on to number 6. At number 6, I got Marcus Mariota. And I feel like him going to the Jets makes sense. I love their defense from back to front. I truly love their defense. It's going to be ferocious next year. It's going to be easily a top 3 defense next year. And their receiving core is solid. Their receiving core is really good. Need a quarterback. Plain and simple. Let's just get to the point. They need a quarterback. Geno's not a quarterback. That's why he got taken in the second round. He was projected first round. Ended up sitting in the green room for a whole 5 days. He camped out in the green room. He was playing Call of Duty, sitting in the green room, camping under the table with his galil, on a piece of beef jerky. Anyways, I definitely feel like Marcus Mariota should go with this pick, because he will give the Jets a chance to win some football games. And they need a chance to do that. Give them a chance to win football games, because they got to hang with Miami. They got to hang with the New England Patriots, and they got to hang with Buffalo. I'm not saying he's going to win 11 games for your squad, but he's going to give your offense a chance to put up some points, and that's really what you need with a defense. Is probably going to hold teams to 13 to 14 points on average. Yeah, I said it. It's on film. Depending on YouTube, on Twitter. Follow me. Make sure. Anyways, moving on to number 7, I got Leonard Williams. Now, Leonard Williams makes a lot of sense to me at this pick. I know Chicago has all these other guys, and they're switching to a 3-4 and everything. But I definitely feel like that if they take Leonard Williams, they get younger up front. And it gives them a chance to actually win some football games and things like that. Because they need to. When Chicago's defense being bad, that's like drinking dirty dishwater. That doesn't sound good. No. But I definitely feel like Leonard Williams helps them get young, definitely helps them stop the run, and definitely helps them get after the passer. Offensive lineman, I feel like can get in the 2nd or 3rd round. You can get Alshon Jeffries running mate in the 2nd round. Go get Leonard Williams in the 1st round, especially if he falls to you there in Chicago. Beef up that front. There's no linebacker I really want to take right here, but if you did, take a linebacker. That makes sense as well. Landon Collins is already off the board. There's no true safety for you to take. So take Leonard Williams and help out your front. Moving on. Number 8, I got Dante Fowler to the Atlanta Falcons. Excuse me. Now, this makes sense because I can't name an Atlanta pass rusher that ever scared me. Ray Edwards left Minnesota to go to Atlanta, and that didn't work. John Abraham was getting older, so you really, it just kind of hurt him a little bit. And then you had here recently LC Jr., and that didn't help. Go get a young stud that can get after the quarterback in Dante Fowler. Not only can he get after the quarterback, he definitely can help your team stop the run and take some pressure off your secondary, because they seem like they be covering all day long. Literally all day long. They're like a blanket on your bed. They got to cover you all night, and they don't want to. They get tired. They're human. Go get a true pass rusher, Atlanta. Go get this man. It makes sense. Anyways, moving on. Danny Shelton. Yes. This is a crazy pick, and I thought about it numerous times. This pick can go a lot of ways, But I like Danny Shelton here. I mean, he's a defensive lineman, and it's the New York Giants. They lost Brandon Scherff already. So take him. Take this man. Beef up your defensive front because that's what you are. You're the New York Giants with the beefy defensive front that makes crazy plays in the Super Bowl. And I like Danny Shelton. I mean, plain and simple, it doesn't get any. I don't need to go into depth. It doesn't make sense, but it does make sense because we're gonna make it make sense. Anyways, moving on to next pick. See who we got. Oh, sorry. I'm loading. Apologize. Yeah, it's just crazy. Danny Shelton to the Giants. I don't want to explain it. Anyways, why it's loading. Anyways, I have Andrus Peat going to, there he is, to the St. Louis Rams. They need a tackle. They lost Jake Long to free agency. If Nick Foles is your quarterback, regardless if he is or if he isn't, whoever your quarterback is, let's put it that way. Go get this man. He can shore up your tackle position. I mean, he's not, to me personally, I hate to do this, but he could potentially be a Willie Roaf. Big guy with some nimble feet that can hit you with power. So why not have that on your offensive line and give your team a chance to protect your quarterback? You know, just give yourself a chance to protect your quarterback, regardless if it's Nick Foles or some guy from Africa or something. Get this guy, protect him, so he can get the ball down to the receivers. Go in the second and third round. Go get you some receivers. You're not missing on anything. Me personally, I mean, you could take Amari Cooper here, but you also passed up on a lot of other good receivers, so why not pass up on another good receiver? St. Louis, Sam Bradford's gone. Anyways, moving on. I got Malcom Brown. I really like this pick to the Minnesota Vikings. There it is. I got Malcom Brown to the Minnesota Vikings. I like this pick just because I think that their defense last year was really good. Like, it was sneaky good. It was quietly good, in my personal opinion. They didn't flash a lot, but go get this guy, beef up your defensive middle, the middle of your defense, and get some interior pass rush. That'd be crazy. You got Anthony Barr out there, Harrison Smith, Xavier Rhodes. Go get this man. That'd be crazy. Now, I know, looking at Minnesota, a lot of people are worried about AP and they should take a running back. They shouldn't take a running back. Let's worry about that in the third round, because Minnesota, you got a lot of things you need to do. I like your receiving core where it is. It's a lot of speed on your receiving core. But Malcom Brown, it's me personally, I feel like he was the best pick. I couldn't find anyone else to take. All right, let's move on to the next pick. Amari Cooper. He's gone. He's off the board, people. He finally came off the board for me, and he's going to the Cleveland Browns. I like this pick. I do. It's not my favorite pick because I don't want him to go to Cleveland because they don't have a quarterback, and I don't like Johnny Manziel. But I really do. I think this is a good pick for them. It allows them to get a good receiver in there and start to build their receiving core back up in a positive way, nonetheless. And then, as well, it makes Josh Gordon expendable if Amari Cooper has a crazy good rookie year. Josh Gordon is expendable. Somebody somewhere is probably going to give you a fourth-round pick. You can make it one of those adjustable picks. I don't know what they're called exactly. Performance picks is what I like to call them. Performs really well, you get a third-round pick. He performs horribly and not play at all, you get a seventh-round pick. Anyways, I feel like Amari Cooper to the Cleveland Browns gives them a chance to rebuild the receiving core, like I said, in a positive way, and move forward from all the other craziness that's behind them. Moving on, at the next pick, there it is. Yeah, Vic Beasley. Honestly, watching the combine, Vic Beasley was my favorite player for some reason. I don't know why. I just kind of like, I'm not going to say fall in love because that's weird, but I liked him. Like, I got attracted towards him, not in that way. But, like, it was just something about him that I felt like was really good. The New Orleans Saints are trying to become a, grit team, like that really hard-nosed team that can win some good games and win games late. I feel like Vic Beasley, he's not one of those blue-collar, I'm going to go out there, chip on my shoulder, hard worker kind of guys. But he's talented, and he's definitely going to give your team a chance to get after the quarterback and to win a couple of games. Get out there, and, you look at their team, they do have some good pass rushers, honestly. But I feel like this guy can come in and be a true pass rusher for you guys. I really would love to see him there. And plus, I couldn't find anyone else to take at this pick. To me personally, there was nobody worthy taken here. They shored up their secondary with Browner. They got Jerrisburg coming back off injury. No linebacker, like I said, second or third round for that. Receiver, second or third round for that. Vic Beasley to the Saints right here makes sense to me. Hope it makes sense to you. Moving on. There it is. Devante Parker, yes. Now, a lot of people like Devante Parker going to Cleveland or going higher than this. I thought about it, and I felt like it was a crazy pick because they can go get a corner. But I don't feel like Jalen Collins. To me, Jalen Collins is the next best corner. Then I think you got Ronald Darby out of Florida State. Hopefully I'm ready. But I don't feel like either one of those guys are worthy to take at this pick. Not worthy, but not worth taking at this pick. I feel like Devante Parker, you put him out there. Now you got him, you got Kenny Stills, you got Jarvis Landry, you got Jordan Cameron. Your skill positions are crazy. Like, you can't see me. But your skill positions are crazy good at that point. And you get younger, you get stronger, and that team just gets scarier, honestly, in my opinion. That team is going to be really good this year defensively. But Miami, Devante Parker, I like that pick. There it is. Moving on. The next pick, I'm still loading. I didn't even know it was going to load this time. Y'all were over this. Yeah. I'm just going to sing a tune for you guys. Not really. I'm sorry, I'm kind of flying through these. But that's what I want to do. Anyways, while we're waiting, I'm going to move on to my next pick. Is Arik Armstead to the San Francisco 49ers. I feel like that's a really good pick. That pick makes all the sense in the world. You need a defensive lineman. Most of the better defensive linemen for your 3-4 scheme is gone already. There he is. I feel like that if you plug him into this position, he's not going to completely replace Justin Smith because Justin Smith's productivity and just him being on the field gave your team so many chances to do so much stuff. I mean, we seen Aldon Smith without him and how crazy it was. But anyways, Arik Armstead can come in and he can try to take over that position. I mean, you lost Ray McDonald as well to free agency. So you go get this guy, you start building that front again. You start building your team like a San Francisco 49er team. Paul Dawson is another pick I liked here, but I didn't know if he was worth taking this high. But once again, I feel like he was also another good pick that I wouldn't mind seeing going here. Moving on to my next pick. Yeah, TJ Clemmings. And this is going to round out my 16. Sorry I took up so much time. I'm trying to make it short. I really was. This makes sense to me because the Texans, right? Yeah, the Texans need this pick. And it just shows up the offensive line. Mallet or Hoyer, whoever your quarterback is, get this guy in there, get him mauling, get him protecting on one of those guys, and it makes all the sense in the world. And that's it. Sorry, guys. I apologize for all this time. If you made it this far, I greatly appreciate it, and that means you appreciate Footballology. Thank you for so much for the subscribes, the follows, everything. I love it. I appreciate it. Remember, KBKC, I'm the man. Cat makes the smart picks. I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces. Be safe, football fans.